Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lady Shug. I am a non binary drag queen from the Navajo Nation. I am regionally featured on the Emmy nominated We're Here on HBO. And you can catch my activism work on Instagram at Lady Shug Drag.
When did you start doing drag?
Oh, geez, you're going to age me. I will say I've been doing drag about 10 plus years. I started in the wonderful city of Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. And then I relocated back to my reservation to bring drag culture to my people.
How would you define your drag?
I would define my drag to be very political. In the beginning, I was predominantly just a pretty girl, glamour girl, just wanted to be glamorous, and that was about it. Now that I live back on my reservation and I see the struggles that my people go through and the maturity that Lady Shug has involved in, I feel like Shug's drag has become more political and more in your face and kind of questioning the boundaries and making discussion.
Where did the name Lady Shug come from?
So the name Lady Shug came from actually before Shug. My nickname was Sugar Booger. I used to hang around a bunch of the LA club kids, and they used to call me Sugar Booger because they always said, "Oh gosh, Shug, you know, you're really sweet, but you know, your makeup and your drag is kind of boogerish." And then when I moved to Vegas and I found my drag mother, Coco Vega, she was like, "No, honey, you're not no booger. From now on, you are going to be named Lady Shug."
How do you manage to look flawless posing in the middle of a desert?
Oh, well, that is the beautiful scenery of my nation and of the land of enchantment of New Mexico and Arizona. But I think it's just a good old pair of Spanx, maybe a little fan, and a prayer to make sure you don't sweat or nothing bites you.
How does being Indigenous inform your craft?
First and foremost, I'm very proud to be Indigenous. I try to intertwine my traditions into my drag. I try to bring Mother Nature. I try to bring different things that we signify as Diné people into my drag, but then just being Indigenous and taking up these spaces and holding these spaces as an Indigenous queen is something that I'm truly thankful that I'm allowed to do, you know, in my art form. Even if they don't want it, I still make my presence known.
And how does drag inform your Indigenous community?
I think it turns a lot of heads, especially when I want to make a point or support a movement or kind of make something political. I'm just trying to change the script because of capitalism and religion. People here on my territory, on my reservation, view Two-Spirit, queer, and trans Indigenous Diné people to be wrong because of the Bible or because of society, modern society. So I'm trying to change that script and let them know that there are people like myself that are the forefront and that are the sacred ones, and we are not forgotten. And I want to change that back to make it like it's normal.
What is your favorite song to lip sync to?
You know what? I'm more into like, I will do anything Erykah Badu. That is my queen. I'm a Jill Scott fan, so throw me on some Jill Scott, some Mary J. Who doesn't like Mary J? You know, just powerful. I like to do a lot of songs that are our female relatives, especially people of color. So you ain't gonna see me do no Taylor Swift.
Who is your favorite drag artist?
Oh, I would have to say my drag family, my drag mother, Coco Vega, and then also my drag sister. Her name is Chichi de la Cruz.
One thing that most people would not know about you.
Oh my gosh, I'm a big coffee snob. I love some coffee. I'm also a big foodie. I actually went to school for culinary, and so I love to cook. I love to entertain. And I love to go try different restaurants and travel all over just to eat. So who doesn't like coffee and food?
What's next for Lady Shug?
Oh my gosh, continue to be a proud Indigenous drag queen and make my presence known, not just nationally, but worldwide.
What is your advice to your teenage self?
Snap out of it. I'll tell you two answers. One, I wouldn't change anything because of all my struggles and all my heartache and all my downfalls that I went through as a teenager and as a young adult. I would feel like I wouldn't be the person I am today. So I don't know if I would want to change or tell my person anything. I think the only thing I would tell my young self is to continue to be proud of who you are. I would say speak up more, be proud of who you are, and it does get better.